Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Right. So what are we up to? Oh, good. These are coming in. So what are we up to today? Well, we need to work on this phase 3, which means we need to build. What are these again? Adaptive control units. And we are currently needing we need heavy modular frames. We need a bunch of stuff to actually push out these. But the next thing we need for our computer parts is for the electronics parts is computers, which we will also need to bring back here. So now we got a couple of issues, and I'll show you what I mean. So we used to have a big factory up there, which we're turning into a foundry only. And we had some machines running up here, which I think we've cut it down to just... See what we've cut it down to up here. I think we've cut it down to just mining. Yeah, copper's going out this way. It's being split. It's headed toward our thingamabobs. We got some of this going here. I think we actually need to turn this back on because we're running out of, well, we're not running out, but we need some of that reanimated SAM. We got copper pumping into these guys. We got these guys pumping out ingots. And we're slowly moving our iron production and steel ingot production into here, right? Which is coming out this guy, headed to the Southside Steelworks, which we actually need to center this layout. That's headed to Southside Steelworks, okay, which is where the copper's going. And then if we follow this chain all the way down the line, follow the motors, we've got our Southside Steelworks over here. And we're also working on an electronics factory over here, which is pulling in plastics and currently making circuit boards. Alright, so our iron is kind of backed up on this one, which is fine. And our copper's pumping in there, but I'll tell you we have an issue that I did not anticipate. So this is Southside Steelworks. How pretty and organized everything is. This is our iron section, where we're making nails and rods and plates to ship upstairs. But this is our copper section. And currently we have this guy making cable. And as you can see, he's not getting enough. He's not able to output the cable. Because I didn't realize he needs 60 wire per minute. And I'm only feeding him 30 per minute. And then this wire is feeding something entirely different. So here's my dilemma. Not only do I need this cable feeding my normal production, but I need another cable one going and feeding my electronics factory to make computers. So I need 2 of these feeding this guy. I need 2 more feeding another one that's going to feed my electronics. And I need a 5th one that is feeding my normal copper production line out to the normal warehouse. So we've got some reorganization to do. So we're going to leave this up here so I know where it's at. First things first. And we're going to drop another one of we're actually going to feed this, so let's take this out. We are going to take a merger. And we're going to drop it right here. And I think we can keep that in there. Oh, let's take that out. We want to straight line this. Make this nice and clean. And this is going to feed this one. And this is going to feed this one. Okay, so now we should be pumping in plenty of copper. To keep this guy operating at peak efficiency, right? And he is feeding our warehouse, which I'll show you real quick. This is going out to our distribution center down there, which is feeding both sides of our central storage. And those are they're being merged onto single belts, which I have definitely not overloaded, but as you can see, we're getting more wire output already to feed our central storage, right? So now we need another one of these guys, which means 2 more of these, and then a final one feeding that guy. So let's do this. Let's drop in, and what we're going to probably run into is not enough copper, which is fine. We have some copper nearby that we can take care of. But first things first, we need 3 of these. One to feed our main line, and 2 more to feed another one of these guys, which is going to feed our electronics factory. So now we need to run power. Easy peasy. Power to the ceiling. We're trying to keep this one more organized than our last one. So power to the ceiling. We're going to connect these guys up to our power. Okay, and now we need to feed them from these splitters. So we're going to give each one of these. And let's see, it just goes up 1, I think. Yeah. And then we need to copy this splitter. Trying to use the copy function a little more. We're going to feed copper into all these guys. And we need to tell all of them to make wire. Okay. Make wire. Make wire. And make wire. Okay, so now this last guy needs to run to the ceiling. What am I at? I'm out of steel. I need to get a dimensional doohickey on the steel. Well, this gives me a chance to show you our lobby, which I have not yet decorated yet, but I'm going to work on it, with an elevator that goes up to our next floor. And this lobby is all glass enclosed. Alright, really cool. And then if we go out the front, see our building, looks really neat. Now that's going to be our steel wing. We don't have any steel production going on in here yet. So that's why there's nothing over here. But all of our iron and copper production is coming through here. And heading, we'll follow the line and I'll show you. Eugene, welcome. Thank you for the sub. I don't know if you're actually watching. So we do have this stuff headed back there. It's working on another factory back by the train station to make the something that we need for the elevator. So this line goes in, and if you haven't seen this before, this is kind of cool. So check this out. It merges with this other line coming out of this other factory, and these all go into here, into one line. They all get merged in here, and they go in one line. We got a similar setup on the other side. So when they come in here, I did see this on a video. So they come in here, right? And I have these smart splitters saying, okay, this part goes in here, that part goes in here, and any excess, spit it out the end, right? And once it spits out the end, it goes up. Same thing happens on the other side. And it goes up. Oop, and comes through here. Same thing. If you go here, spit it in here, etc., and so on. And if you're excess, you go out. And that goes out and it comes around, and this is the same thing. This one is spitting materials out here. They both connect outside the building. And hold on. Trying not to sneeze. There is a sink right there. So all these are feeding that, which is giving me tickets. And then this level is for the dimensional containers. So I'm going to hook all these up here, and then there will be the next level up will also be for dimensional containers. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, let's get us some more iron and head out. Okay. And we did take apart some belts. I'm going to see. We probably have some stuff. I also have this container for dropping off junk, basically. Anything that I don't need to tote on me can be fed into... I really don't need those. Feed all that into the dimensional doohickey, the sink. And get us some tickets. Alright, so let's head back here. We need to start producing these computer parts. And getting those into production. Now, I'm dragging distribution out from our computer factory, computer parts factory, and hooking it into this right here to run it to our warehouse. Eventually, I'll clean this line up. And we're just going to have one line of distribution. I'm probably going to elevate it so that it's all above, like we can drive under it, run under it. Right now I'm just trying to get it all hooked up. We'll clean these lines up as we go down the road. That'll be a project down the road. Okay, so this last one, I'm going to run this pipe up to the ceiling. I think that's good. Got too high, I don't know. We're gonna run a splitter out of it just so that we can hook it up to another one if we need to. And we're gonna hook it up to this guy. Yeah, I did run it too high, that's fine. Okay, so wire is being produced. That is heading off to the warehouse with this cable that is running off to the warehouse and should now be, yes, is now looking pretty good. Producing 30 per minute, which is what I want to see. Alright, so now I need these two hooking up another one of these guys. This one we're going to have to be a little more creative with, I think. So let's see here. Let's drop 2 more constructors. We want our input on the back side. Make sure I got these. Yep, I got these close together. Okay. We are going to run power to the ceiling. I could, of course, put lights in here, but I shouldn't be in here that often that I need to do lighting, right? Oh, wait, no, I only need one of these. We're going to go ahead and leave that power connector up there because we might need it. I only need one of these, I think. Let's go check. We're going to be using this to produce computer parts over here. This is our electronics factory. This guy is going to be, let's check the recipe. Wait a minute. Is computers and Is a computer not... Wait a minute. It requires... It's a manufacturer. Oh, okay. So I think what I want to do, just for the sake of... Well, hold on. How big is this manufacturer again? It's gigantic. So what I would normally do on this, but this is just strictly for... This is just strictly for the purposes of my space elevator, right? I need to get how many cables out of this thing? Computers. Okay. 20 per minute. So I only need one of those things. I need circuit boards. Yeah, it doesn't like that at all. So let's run it like this. Circuit boards. We do need to run plastic, so plastic we're going to split out like right here, just because for now that's what we're going to do. Because the game's like, whatever, you can do that. I am going to do some foundation work over here real quick. Yeah, oh. Yeah, get rid of that. What did you do that, Goofy? Goofy game. Okay, so, ooh, this is quite the drop. Yeah, so we're going to wind up doing the same thing we did here. Eventually we're going to come back to, like, build this into a cool factory, but right now it just needs to output. Why is this not building circuit boards? It's not getting copper sheets. It should be. It's not getting enough copper sheets. So this needs 15 per minute, and this needs 15 per minute. We're not getting enough copper sheet. Okay, so we got some problems. Well, let's figure out the cable problem first, and then we'll figure out the copper sheet problem. We're not outputting enough copper sheet. And we're not outputting enough cable, period. We're not putting out any cable for this new setup at all. Okay. So we need 30 total per minute on the copper sheet. Alright, so this needs to be putting out cable. It's got power. Now we need to hook these two up to it, and I think what we're going to do is put a merger. Are we going to elevate it? I think we're going to have to elevate it. so we're going to put a merger here. And we're going to put a merger here. We're going to bring this out with this and put it into that. We're going to bring, oh, we need to put a merger here. Put this into that. Okay. So that is that. Okay. And now we need to run this up and out next to this one, because this is where our copper plate is going out to the other guy. Hopefully that lines up and doesn't jack with any other products. Okay, so we're going to run this guy up to the ceiling. Logistics. And we're going to run a merger. Just in case. Not tall enough, or not enough. Alright, I wonder if it'll let me, will it let me jump out? It will let me jump out. Okay, so what I want to do is I actually want to bring this down on top of this one, and we're not putting out enough copper plate. Just to keep this thing organized. Why won't you sit on top of this thing? What the hell is... Why are you disappearing? What the hell is going on? It does not like this setup? What? Okay, that's better. I don't know why it freaked out. Okay, so we're gonna bring this down. And we gotta figure out a better copper plate output. Oh, let's turn this back to default. Let's see where it runs out. We'll be right about here. Oh no. Oh, we did make it long enough. Okay. Alright, so let's run this now parallel. Let's try to center this up if we can. We're gonna definitely make this better as we build up this factory here. Okay, let's take this one now, and we want to run it over this way because we Sergio, welcome and thank you for the sub. Alright, let's get this back on the straight path. Let's run it down this way into conveyor belt is too long. Okay, we have this. We wanted to make computers. It's bringing in cable. It's got power. Bringing in cable. Okay, perfect. We're just going to merge it right onto this belt. And then we're going to figure out our problems with... oh, we're going to have to go make a container for computer parts on the same side. Okay, so the electronic... these are going into the east end of the warehouse. As you can see, this line comes in here and it merges into this line, which is designated for... oh, shoot. It's just designated for storage east. Right? Makes sense? Got storage east and storage west. So I need to get over here into storage east, and before those computer parts start dropping, I need to get up there and drop a container, a smart splitter, and get those computer parts dropping into... whoa, why is this guy's wrong. Damn it. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna have to fix that. Well, first of all, we need to fix this one. We need to get this one in here. We need to worry about the left-hand one. This needs to line up with this one. It does. Okay. We need a tongue that comes out to tell us what it is. Okay, we need to take this out, and we need to drop a smart splitter. Which has a connection like so. Okay. So Mr. Smart Splitter, here's how you set these up. So straight ahead is overflow. That's heading straight. So we're looking straight down the line. The right output is going to be computers. And then we connect them back up. Like so. So now, as you can see, all the excess is headed out that way. And this stuff is pumping into there, right? And then eventually the computers are going to run up this way. But the first thing we need to do is fix this guy. Whoa! Almost took the floor out. We don't want to do that. Okay, so for this guy, you got this guy a little jacked up. I think this is right. Yes. Okay. And then we should be able to put back all of the circuit boards that were in there. And run out the tongue to tell us what's in here. Just circuit boards. Circuit boards, motors, computers have already made it into the queue. Nice. This guy filling up nicely. This guy already full. This guy's definitely full. Alright, so we've got that going on. So now we have computer parts being crafted. Now, we need to be splitting those to make the adapt. Well, hold on. We're not pushing out enough copper sheeting. I think we determined over here. What a tangled mess this is, right? I think these guys wind up waiting on copper sheeting. Oh, that thing is huge. That is more than 3 levels high. We're going to keep that in mind. Okay, these are waiting on 15 copper sheet per minute, so a total of 30. I need to be outputting 30 copper sheets. And I don't think I'm outputting enough. I think I only have one copper node back there. Alright, what's outputting my copper sheets? This guy? 10 per minute. 10 per minute. And we're not getting enough copper ingots. Where's our bottleneck? Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, first of all, it's not putting out enough in general, so I need another one in this line. So this is the line that is coming in. Production, constructor. Let's make sure we're lined up here. Yes, okay. 2 up. Over logistics. This needs to be a splitter. Actually, let's just copy this guy so it puts this. It doesn't automatically put the splitter in the right way. Okay. Copper sheet. Yes. Level, yes, and then we've got a merger, right? That's not what I wanted. I want this thing. Nope, we're not right. We need to go up one more. This right level? It's not, is it? No, it's roof level. Damn it. I will get this figured out, boys and girls. There. Okay. Got a merger. Like so. This. To connect to that. This. Oh, to connect. Oh. Oh, shit. I clicked the wrong button. Connect to that. Okay, so now we're outputting enough, but we're not getting enough copper in the building. Okay. Okay, we're not getting enough copper in the building. Right? Yeah, look at that. We're only... So our iron is backed up right here, which is fine, but our copper output is pretty weak. Iron's fine though. I'm fine on iron for now. What's our copper output look like? I think when we go to those manufacturers, the big boys, we are going to have to take those factory levels up to 4. Okay, so we have this guy, copper. Why are we splitting the copper? What are we doing here? Hold on. This is taking in 30 and outputting 30. Taking in 30 and outputting 30. I think that's what it is we are not outputting enough copper out of this guy. Hold on. Let's go back here. This copper node. And let's make sure this is all connected. This copper node's putting out 120. And we're only outputting 60 back there. Which is not nearly enough. And let's make sure that we don't have any more copper in the area. I think we've got the only copper node. Oh, there's another one right there. Okay, so the nearest copper nodes are this guy, and we need to reroute this guy. All right, time to 120 can supply at least 30, 60, 90, 120. I appreciate that, Semi. Welcome, welcome. Sorry I didn't see you there. For now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep it out here because we haven't moved these machines. We need to move these machines before we can move the copper production into there. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to organize... We got a lot of power lines here. Alright, let's do this. Let's take this guy to this guy. Let's eliminate this one in between. What did we lose power to? This? This is going to be the tricky thing, is cleaning up. This is my original factory area. And I need to clean this up to produce for my new factory area. Okay, so we're doing 30, 60. We can at least do 2 more. And then I think the one inside is doing our other 20. Because we do have one inside producing something. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hook up 2 of these guys. Just for now, this is all temporary until we get these things sorted out. I'll put one there. Whoops. Fall off. How's your day been, Semi? Hook that guy up. We're gonna hook this guy up. What a mess. It's alright. It doesn't need to be pretty back here. This is all temporary. Copper. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to split this guy again. Let's take this out first. Let's run this over this way. Let's take out the thing. Into it. Oh, let's first do another splitter. It's gonna be ugly as sin. Sorry. It does not need to be pretty. It just needs to work. It just needs to work. That's all it needs to do. And then we're going to put 2 more mergers on this guy for now. Because the whole purpose here is to run more copper to our permanent factory. Which should start happening right about now. That's better. That's a lot better. Still could be doing, I mean, no, that's pretty good. Pretty good. What are we doing now? We're filling up, so we're doing about 30 per minute. We're doing 30 per minute, 30, 60, 90. Are we doing 4 of these now? Yeah, 30, 60, 90, 120. We're doing all 4. I like it. What I want to see. We can do more, but we're not outputting more until we go harness that other copper vein. So this is now running down this way. Running down this to our main factory. Excuse me. Right, all to our main factory, which should be bringing in more copper soon, which should increase the output of our these guys at some point. The copper has not started flooding in yet, but it should any time now. Let's go look. Let's go look and see when that copper is getting here. It's starting to get better. Alright, we're starting to fly in. More copper's coming down the pipe. Much more copper. Beautiful. Alright, so when we go into our main factory, as these machines start filling up, it's going to fill up all of these guys first, which they're full. These guys aren't full yet. We're going to have to push as much freaking copper as we can. You know what I might have to do? Oh yeah, we need more copper. Good night. Alright, so there is a copper vein that I have not yet harnessed. I'm going to need 2 portable miners to get it. Let me go ahead and just say production. I need to make a smelter. No. Refinery. Normal is going to push out 120. 30, 60, 90, 120. Need one of these. 4 of these. We're just going to push as much copper as we can at this factory until it backs up. So to do this, I need just my to-do list seems to be motors, copper sheets, iron rods. It doesn't list the portable miners that I need. Oh, it's not a refinery. It is a Mark II doodad. There we go. That's better. I need to make 2 portable miners. And I can make 244 of them. So I'm good. Alright. Here's our like central hub slash, like, I don't know what you want to call it, town square, factory square. Here is our central storage. You know what I should do while I'm over here, because I keep forgetting. Let's go see if our doggos have anything decent for us. Hi guys. Hello you. What do you got? Copper sheet. Okay, we'll take it. What do you got? Concrete. Fine. Whatever. Very basic. Got plenty of concrete. And what do you got? Yellow power slug. Hell yeah, I'll take that. Alright. There is a copper node up over this way. And we're going to go claim it. I think it's right there. And we got this guy on the other side of it. Come here, you. Run, Goofy. That guy. And again, this is all, we're going to set this all up temporary. But we're going to set up look at all that limestone go into not needed. It'll eventually get turned around. Alright, so let's take a Mark II doodad. Turn it this way. Grab some power from here. Actually, I probably... Well, no, because I want to run more power this way. Okay, so then we're going to set up... let's set up the 4 here. So let's go ahead and set these up. Ooh, that doesn't like that. I want to try to keep this with some semblance of order, right? So let's set this up here. And let's set this up here. Yeah, it won't let me jump on. And 50. Okay. So 1, 30, 60, 90, 120. Actually didn't need these two. Okay. And this is going to be the tricky part. I didn't think this through very well. I didn't think this through very well at all. Alright, let's try this again. Let's go ahead and... I got a little ahead of myself. So we need, let's set them up over here. We'll run it right over here. Okay, foundation 2, control 1, 2. There's 30, 60, 90, 120. What happened to these guys? Alright. 30, 60, 90, 120. Alright. Production. Smelters. Turn them the right way. What am I short? Not that. Oh, look at that. They all fit on smaller than I thought. Alright, so now I need power. Alright, and we're gonna need it. Oh, we need to tell it what to make. So I'll make. We're gonna make copper. We're gonna make copper. Copper. Okay. Now we're gonna need at least 2 mergers, right? I think is what we're gonna need. Oh, excuse me. Merger here. No. Splitters? Yeah. We're going to need at least 1 splitter in line with this guy. And 1 splitter back here, right? I think that's right. I think I'm thinking this through correctly. Okay. Raise this. Oh, steel beams. Oh, steel beams. You harsh mistress. We need steel beams. Alright, let's run our ass back inside. Grab some steel beams. I need to get a dimensional doohickey hooked up to this guy next. Next Mercer Sphere, steel beams. I haven't found one in a while. this one into there. This one into there. This one into there. This one into there. And then we're going to merge them all back out here, which is going to basically require the same setup. Is one merger between these three. And then another merger farther out. Basically pushing as much iron as this damn machine will handle. And we're going to run it over here. Hopefully we can hook it into one of these mergers. Over here. Oh, this is ugly as sin. But it's alright, so we're gonna wrap it around here. Oh, that's gross. But here comes the copper. Here it comes. And now suddenly our copper belt is maxed out. Which is what we were going for. Coming behind us, look at all that copper. Oh. Look at all that copper. Down the pipe. This should be slowly pushing out more copper to our electronics factory, which will let us make those. Welcome over on YouTube. It will let us make the phase 3 item for our doodad, for our space elevator. Those things are gigantic. All this copper. Come on, copper. Alright, so the next thing we need for that is heavy the heavy modular frame, which requires 4 parts, which I think is going to push us up to our 4th floor. But for now, I'm not quite ready to expand our main factory up to this. But it's really what I should be doing. But I need to bring steel over here before I can do that. Oh, that is a big undertaking. So right now I only have iron. For those of you who just joined, I only have iron and copper production in our main building now. All my steel is still being produced at that factory way over there. So I could set up a temporary heavy modular frame construction over there, because I have everything over there for it. Except for maybe nails. And I could pump that down here to just start producing the parts that I need. And then take the time to move everything to our main factory. Which is probably what I should do. So what we need to start building over here is heavy modular frames. Alright, let's go up. Okay, so what is this guy producing? Steel beams. It's a tough call. Should we go into the logistics of moving our steel production to produce the heavy frames over there, where they eventually need to wind up anyway? Or use everything I have here to just start building them, route it into maybe this one section. I mean, I could build a manufacturer like right freaking here. Do I have the space to build a manufacturer right here? Oh my god. I do not even have the space for it. You know what I need to do? I have to build it outside. Let's do that. We're just going to start doing it just so we can start the construction of what we need. For now, to keep everything semi-organized, let's start back here. I don't know how big a manufacturer is. But we're just going to run it out here anyway. Okay, let's see here. Production, manufacturer. Oh, I'm missing a ton of stuff to build one. Okay, that's why I can't build one. Partly because I don't have the stuff. Alright, let's get the stuff. Need plastic first. All these other machines do not require plastic, and suddenly we've got the most advanced machine. It's like, yeah, you need plastic for that. Alright, let's go get the cheapest material known to man. Flimsy plastic, and build a machine out of it. Let's go ahead and get a stack of it just in case. Currently I do not have plastic going into my central storage. Probably should at some point. But I currently do not have any. It's all coming into here off of my tray. And 20 modular frames. Let's head back to central storage. This is such a gross tangle of conveyors. But eventually it will get cleaned up and more organized. Modular frames. We'll grab that one. Because our primary goal right now is to start producing that third item we need for phase 3 before we start cleaning up our steel and iron production. Now I wonder if I could have built that up there. Beating the belts and stuff might have been a problem. This will be much easier to do, at least to the point where I can move it inside somewhere. This is good. I don't want this too close to the edge. Okay, so for heavy modular frames, I need to be feeding it 5 modular frames, steel pipe, and case beams and screws. I am not going to get an efficient quantity out of this, but that's fine. Because right now it's just a matter of do I need steel pipe? Yes. Alright, so steel pipe is coming out of here. So we're going to split this off. Make this as ugly as possible. And we're going to run it with a cheap belt because we're not going to get that much. And we're going to go ahead and run it into this first one. Oh, we're going to need power over here. Let's grab this guy. Yes. Bring it to that. And did I even select the recipe yet? I did. Okay. So we're bringing in steel pipe. Now I need to bring in encased. I need to bring in those guys. Luckily, I only need 100. And it's going to take me probably about as long to make 500 of those other ones. Okay, case steel beams are not coming in. What's the other one we need? Screws and modular frames. Screws? I don't know if I'm making screws up here anymore. I might be, but I know that I'm making modular frames and splitting them off somewhere. Is it right here? Yes. Okay, so we're going to run this out the front of the building. This is so ugly. Alright, let's run this straight out this way. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I hit the T button. Okay, modular frames are now going to be feeding into this guy. Oh, do I not have it? Wait a minute. I don't want the Mark II belt. That's not what I selected. The Mark I belt. I just used a bunch of reinforced iron plate that I didn't need to use. That's annoying. Okay, so the last thing I need to bring in is screws. Which, again, I don't know if I'm producing screws in here, though. Am I producing screws anywhere in this setup? I should be. Not a manufacturer. Rods. Steel. Iron. Screws. This is just sitting idle, producing screws. Where's your output? This is your output. What are you going to? Did I disconnect this guy and not realize it? So it's hooked up to something that doesn't seem to be producing anymore. Or it's just producing very slowly. So, so let's go ahead and put a splitter on this guy. And bring him out through here. Well, look at that. And this one needs to run a lot, so we're going to straight pipe this out this way. Alright, screws, come with me. Screws down this way. Oh no! Maybe it's too long. Okay, so now we need to bring this over to our electronics factory. Gonna run through the ground. That's okay. Yeah, it'll run through the side of the hill. Again, this is all temporary. This is just to get us going in manufacturing our one part that we need. Okay, so we need to make these tuned. No. Adaptive control units. I wish you could hover over that. That's the one thing I wish, like the icon that's up there. I wish you could hover over and it would tell you what is that, right? Okay, so now we need a manufacturer set up like right... Oh, what a mess. Let's do this, because I'm kind of OCD about this crap for a change. Let's set up a 4. Don't care if it's floating right now. It will eventually be fixed. So I need a manufacturer up here. Let's go ahead and jump on this thing, hopefully, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we need a manufacturer up here. And what are we short on? Surface is too... What do you mean it's too uneven? It's perfectly flat. Really? It won't let me build it up on elevation? Okay. We are a little crammed over here, to say the least. Okay. Well, I don't understand why it's telling me this. Okay, so you'll build on that. But you wouldn't build... that makes no freaking sense. That makes no sense. You are making 0 sense. Alright, game. What the hell? Do this. I'm going to get myself stuck up here and not be able to get back down. But, oh well. I'll just build a ladder. Okay, let's see if this surface is not too uneven. Production, manufacture. There we go. Get it up here. Build it here for now. Okay. We need power. Okay, and for this thing to be building the part that we need, which is this thing, we're going to have to split off automated wiring. I can't remember where we're making that. So first thing we're going to need is this circuit board, which it's outputting to there. Oh geez, okay. So we need a splitter right here. This is such a mess. Splitter. And we need to run this up. Ooh, what? Not a curve. Default's fine. Alright. Let's get some stairs to get up there now. Alright. So the other thing it needs is computers. So we're going to run a splitter right about here. And we're going to run this up to there. And we're going to bring this one up. Oh, so now, where's our adaptive wiring come from? Which we don't actually need any of right now in the space elevator. So I think our adaptive wiring is being built over there. Would be my guess. What an atrocious mess. One of these is putting out adaptive wiring somewhere in this chain of mess. And I feel like it is upstairs. Versatile framework. Automated wiring. Yes. Where's the automated wiring coming out? of this gnarly business. It's coming out over here on this side. And did I put this guy on standby? I did. Okay, so let's just go down there. Let's just take this out. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh! And the adaptive wiring is coming from... Those are motors. I think this is the adaptive wiring. This adaptive wiring, if it is, this is where we're cutting the cord. Automated wiring, whatever you want to call it. All right. I will read your message momentarily, sir. Just wanted to get that recent 8 hours dismantling all my foundations and remaking them as concrete ones. Stable iron plates so I can use it for everything. It's such a trudge, but so cathartic. Yeah, like, I'm just using the, like, oh, what's it called? Changing the cosmetic of iron. Oops. Of the foundations to match. Again, this does not actually matter because I'm not going to be keeping this the way it is. This is a temporary solution to a problem to manufacture the next parts in this phase. Alright, let's go over there and see if we can connect these. And then we'll get this hooked into our doodad, our doohickey. Where's our... oh, right there. Alright. So ugly. Alright, so let's run this down here. So eventually all of this is going to be rerouted through our steel factory. But we just need freaking parts coming this way. Oh crap, I didn't grab it and connect to the right spot. Yeah, for me the main like deal is rebuilding the oh, what's it? Oh, I need to come around this other side. Which is fine. I'm just going to go up high. Our truck's not really running anyway, so I'm not too worried about what our truck is doing. Okay, which one's empty? The second one's empty? Okay. Alright, so that should hopefully be pushing out adaptive control doohickeys. Let's go see if there's one on the belt yet. See what we're missing. Come on, there's our adaptive control doohickey. Haven't we pushed one out yet? Why are we yellow? What do we need? Automated wiring. How is that not followed us out up there? We're not getting any automated wiring or heavy modular frames. And those should all be well, there's our wiring. That's coming. Where's our heavy modular frames? Why are those taking so long? Encased industrial beams. Okay, I thought we had those coming down the pipe. Do we not have any encased industrial beams coming down? We should have. Is this not a splitter? Oh! Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Alright, well what I'm gonna do is just... so I don't have to do this again. So I put the wrong kind of splitter on this. So hopefully this next one will go this way. And the next one will go that way. Otherwise I'm going to have to redo this one and put a different splitter on it. Okay, that one went that way. Let's see if this one goes forward. And then we'll know we got it right. At least for now. Like I said, this is all temporary. This is all getting repurposed to be nothing but outputting ingots and raw materials. This should push out the front, please. Yes, and then one more. We're just going to double check that this next one gets pushed that way. Of course, we're not going to be reducing these very fast, but we only need 100. Okay, this next one. Bernard, thank you. Appreciate the subscribe. That way, okay, good. So smart splitters can be used like regular splitters. They just cost more, so it's not advisable to do that. All right, so now that we have our phase stuff set up, I'm going to take a quick break, grab a quick drink, be right back. you boys and girls. Thank you for your patience. When we step onto the next part of our plan, let me offload any of this material that I have. I can offload some wood in there. I can offload some grass in there. Not that I need biofuel, but I have some backup generators running biofuel. And then we're going to go drop off any raw materials that we don't need. Oop. Really, let's check our petting zoo real quick. Hey, biomass, okay. What do you got? What is that? Heat sink? That's going into the end motors. Alright. Well, the heat sink is definitely going in there, and I just realized, what is up with this guy? I don't know. Put it down here, too. What the hell? Okay, hold on. Our petting zoo looks... Something's wrong. Oh, I think I got it fixed. Okay. So we're going to throw some stuff in the ticket sink here. Real quick. Mainly this heat sink, because I don't need it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Right there. That's going to go in there. That's going to go in there. Don't need any iron on me. Don't really need any biomass. Alright. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to maximize... Okay, we're starting to hit max load again. And those guys don't need to be in there. We can also probably turn down the concrete production. Let's go turn down the concrete production. Oh, you know what I wanted to check? Okay, when I go to build this... Yeah, so I have... two of those. Wait, is that right? 4060 is what I have available to me in concrete, and I only built two things. Alright, let's go ahead and put this guy on standby. We're maxed out there. We're maxed out here. We're going to put this guy on standby again. And we're going to run by and put... put the other concrete manufacturer on standby. I have a lot of extra concrete. Where'd it go? It's right there. I'm going to put you on standby. One of you is going to start running concrete into my... thing. And I know why I have 4,000 now, because of what I'm carrying. So I'm carrying 1, 2, 3, 3,500. So an extra dimensional container does not stack your available. You still only have the 500. It's stacking the upload speed. Okay. It's good to know. It's just increasing how fast I can have concrete available to me. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is I need to take down single-purpose steel. So steel pipe. Well, we can make steel pipe from iron. Should we be making the steel pipe from iron? Let's see what our output is.
Hey, Trevor.
Hey, how's it going? Oh. Working on getting my mega factory up and going and streamlined.
Is that the one that is the layout of it last time I was in?
Yeah, I finally got all of the iron and copper production moved into it. And now I'm working on getting the steel production moved into it. Also started electronic production and plastics, but not too far along on that yet. What I'm trying to determine is which steel pipe recipe is the better one.
So what, do you get an alternate for it?
Yeah, I've got an alternate that just uses iron. So it uses 100 iron per minute to output 25 steel pipe per minute. And the default is 30 iron for 20 steel pipe. It's nice not to have to use coal in that, but I don't know if I'm getting a better feel that way.
Yeah, what's the quantity on that? Like you said, 30 iron, but how much coal for 20 steel?
Yeah, what's it? What's steel? Let me look. So a steel ingot is 3 coal, 3 iron to get 3. So it's 45 to get 45 steel ingots. Man, this gets super complicated.
Yeah. So you got 90 going in to get 45 out versus 100 in to get 25 out. So if I heard the numbers right, yeah, it's quite a bit more efficient to make the coal version. But if you don't have coal around, it's
yeah,
like a moot point.
I do.
You have his iron.
Yeah, I've got plenty of coal, so I'm not worried there. Alright, that answers that. Alright, so we need to be outputting steel pipe and steel. What we're going to do is we're going to finish off this. I did have the elevator set up if you wanted to see how it works. It's actually kind of funny because it gives you elevator music. You can label each floor. And it carries electricity with it, so like I don't have to clip electricity through the floor from one floor to the next or try to do something goofy. I just connect the elevator to the new floor with electricity.
Yeah, I have to take a look there. I guess it feels like it's probably like a visual. I think it's just a matter of taste.
Yeah,
I guess though is it goes slow enough that like other things are more efficient.
Yeah, I doubt it's faster than hypertubes, but it is like contained to one box. So I don't have to like make any connector. It goes straight up from one box. And yeah, very visual preference. Whoa. What? Oh. A weird lag spike or something.
Oh, I keep forgetting to push my talk. I'm eating chips. I don't want to crunch on them on you, but then I keep talking without pushing push to talk. Right. Your lag spike was probably me joining.
Yeah. It's weird because the blip of you joining was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 seconds afterwards. It was like, ooh. I didn't do this. Oh, I know what I didn't do. I didn't connect the tops of the support pillars. Like so. Oh wait, I didn't want that.
Like the entryway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a sign in the lobby that kind of gives you a what's on each level.
Oh yeah, the floor buttons is pretty.
Isn't that neat? And yeah, you can put icons on each one, you can do whatever.
It's pretty speedy. It's faster than I was expecting. It's not bad.
That's good.
Like Hyperloop is definitely faster if you just want to go to one specific place. Like if you just want to go to the roof of your building, but there's not a good way of like pulling off to separate floors and picking which one like partway through.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they do have the what are they called, like intersections or something? They have like some sort of split now that these little games. I don't know. Maybe you can kind of do something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, basically this is the level where the more complicated parts are going to get built. So this is the steel wing that I'm starting to run because I need to start pulling steel in.
Good. Uh-oh, you got a... Oh, is he turning? I think you got like a space manta ray. Be careful how high up you go.
Oh, does he go through here? I didn't see him.
He's right in front of me now on my game.
Yeah, I don't think
goes over
they're
the
set
edge
for us.
Yeah, no. I think he just flew over for me the southern edge here base. So I don't know. If it goes up another 2 or 3 floors, then he might make the side of it.
Really? Okay, yeah, the one I'm seeing is just now flying past the elevator. About to clip through the elevator.
Well, wow, that's completely different.
Yep, he just flew through the elevator, headed for the arch.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, he's... Okay, mine is turning around and coming back. Okay, mine's actually behind yours. Yeah. So he potentially clips twice through it.
Oh, that's right. I need to set up the roof so that I can
set up work around it.
The
Make
electrical.
a little hole through the factory for him or something.
Yeah. Yeah, if I really wanted to get... That actually would be kind of neat. Line it up just right.
Yeah.
So really the only limitation is it can only go up a certain number of floors, but then you can always start a new elevator on the top floor, like offset it.
And there's no, you can't say that like the second button on the elevator goes X number of quote-unquote floors up. Like, is it set for like, are they stackable pieces and every one is a floor?
Yeah, each piece is a section, so I had to stack like 4 or 5 sections, and then there's a separate section for the basically the door for the floor stop. So there's elevator build pieces, and then there's floor stop build pieces, and they're in you can see them, they're in transportation.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, okay, so one piece is basically like 2 floors.
Yeah, it doesn't actually work that way. Each piece is like half a floor.
Oh, okay. I guess it's just the image looks like 2 floors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought the same thing too, but yeah, I wound up having to stack quite a few of those to get it level.
So wait, how do they all have doors on them?
No, just the floor stop one. So you build it up to where you want it to stop, and then you drop the floor stop piece, and that gives you the door and the electrical connector.
Oh, okay. Because even when I click on his personal elevator and look at the hologram, like it has a door. I guess maybe it's attached directly.
The
to floor.
first one did, yes. The first one had the first one's weird. That's why like I had to build a stair down because the first one wants to build like the first door and then a couple sections and then another door. The first one was weird. I don't know. But then once I got it up, started doing the next floor, then it evened out. It worked fine.
Yeah, it's odd. Yeah, I see what you mean. There's like a little, looks like there's a little space. Like, it's kind of weird. Like the beams just look kind of odd from here on the first floor. Like there's like two beams too close to each other.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know why, and I didn't worry too much about it. I got it lined up, and I just built a little stair ramp, and it was fine.
Yeah, no, that's good. Very nice. Oh, and you went with ceiling belts. Well, that's what I preferred in my factory.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a combination, so it's coming in the back to supply all these, and then these are going out the back because they're going to another factory. These are actually going over to the electronics factory to build the next part. But the main distribution heads out the front over here. And then I'm merging it into two lines that go on each side of the central storage.
Okay.
So that's my...
So you're going to eventually have a bunch of stuff coming out of here.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to box it off so you don't see the mess. But I'm going to try to keep it as organized as possible.
Yeah, I remember my very first playthrough when I tried to do a bus strategy. Like I ended up with something like kind of where I was trying to pull everything in and out in the same spot, and it was like 30 plus belts all next to each other. It was like crazy to try to build.
And I figured I can do, like at some point, I can just have multiple lines coming out on different levels and then merging farther out until the belts just get too clogged, and then I'll do another belt.
What's the, oh, that's a, like a truck stop.
Yeah, I got one truck stop out there. But I haven't needed quartz in a long time, so that's shut down for now.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I just don't, I remember you had the quartz one, I just don't think I saw where it stopped over here.
Yep, train's working fine, and then out back here,
oh yeah, I never saw
my gnarly mess of an electronics factory.
So yeah, I thought, is that just because you built that before you started on the Mega Factory, or like why is it separate?
No, I built, well, the Mega Factory is just for steel and iron.
Oh,
So I'm eventually going to have an electronics factory out here, but I just quickly threw together what I needed to get the last part for Phase 3. So this is feeding that manufacturer up there that is putting out the whatever adaptive control module or whatever that I need for Phase 3.
Oh yeah, I got manufacturing now. Yeah, I didn't have one of those before.
Which are giant, which it means my next floor in the factory is going to have to be 4 walls high and not 3.
Yeah.
Because they're freaking
they
huge.
mess with your plans. Yeah, I didn't know you had computers already.
Yep, finally pushing computers and circuit boards to the storage. Using all that plastic that's coming from the oil. Still don't have rubber going to anything, so the train is getting super inefficient. I don't think it's really picking up or dropping off anything right now.
Well, I think as long as you have them in separate freight cars, do you?
I do, but the containers are full. So I think when it gets there, the freight car's already full.
Yeah, which is fine. But I mean, so the rubber doesn't have any movement, but it still moves the plastic fine, right?
Yep, yeah, it's still moving the plastic fine. It's just not doing anything with the rubber right now.
Are you sinking any excess up at the other end?
I probably should be, but I've been worried about figuring this mess out first.
Yeah. It would also burn more electricity having all those
True.
containers going.
Yeah, and I'm not too worried about it. The rubber's just sitting. I don't really need it for anything right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ooh,
no,
you got Mark IV belts.
yeah, I'm waiting for Mark V. I need to once I get everything moved into here, then I gotta go figure out the fuel situation so I can get the jetpack.
I got the Mark II poles too. Okay, saw
Yeah.
those before.
Which those just
Those
let
are
you
nice.
go farther, right? I think is what they do.
No, the Mark II poles let you have more. Not the power towers, the regular electric poles. The
Right.
Mark II on those let you have more than 4 connections.
Oh, I thought they
7
just went
power
farther.
connections.
Okay, so
No,
more
no, no,
connections.
no. Yeah, it makes it way easier to at the beginning of the game when you have issues like putting too much stuff on one pole. That doesn't happen with Mark IIs.
Well, yeah, this is my current mess that I'm trying to organize.
Oh yeah, there we go. Seeing the, I'm just going through all your parts, seeing new stuff. Yeah, you got those hypertube junctions and hypertube branches. Yeah, with those branches, I wonder if the branches are 2-way. They look like they're probably just 1-way.
Well, I know there's some goofy physics with some of them because they you can launch yourself out and
Yeah. If you make an effort to make that happen, yeah, they won't naturally do that. Yeah, that's interesting. So you could kind of do maybe like an elevator type floor system there, but you would have to really be paying attention to make sure you pull off on the right floor. So yeah, there's definitely advantage to elevators if you're doing lots of stacked things.
yeah, just going straight up and down, it seems like the right thing to do for now.
Yeah. Well, very nice. He gets my approval so far. I like it.
Well, thank you. Now to get steel running out of this, and then we can use that factory up on the hill for just producing ingots.
Oh, one final check. I gotta go over to the ma'am and judge your progress.
Yeah, I think I've kind of tapped out until I find more stuff.
Did you end up using your summer sleeps anywhere? Other than this
not yet. Trying to get this as efficient as possible, and then I'm gonna look at what am I running low on. So far, I've been able to push out products pretty efficiently out of this new factory.
Yes, if you have any sitting around, probably computer. That's probably your most complicated part, I would imagine, right now. So just for pure value, that's probably a good one. Like even if you're not using them, even if you just sink them or throw them in storage or something.
Right. I figure by the time I actually need them. So far, the way it's been doing is as soon as I start producing a product, I just start throwing it into the central storage, and I'm not even really using it yet. So by the time I'm using it, that central storage is going to be probably full. I need to get another Mercer sphere so I can hook up steel beams to my dimensional storage.
Yeah, don't you... So are you carrying around the stuff for belts, or are you just still using
Right now I'm still carrying the steel. I need one more Mercer sphere.
I was noticing, I don't know if you have the parts for it. I'm not familiar with what these heavy modular frames, do you make those yet?
I just started.
Okay. And I think you have the stuff for oscillators. I don't know if you saw radar technology. That's a good one.
What does that do?
I'm trying to see if it says on it. Oh, sorry. Wow, yeah, it doesn't tell you. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to say? I mean, you can kind of infer from it, but
Does it just default scan shit?
it permanently reveals the map and like all the nodes within a
Oh,
radius.
okay. Well, that would be nice
So,
to have. Yeah.
but it's not like the whole map. Like you have to make an effort. I don't know the most optimal way of doing it, but I like checked to see how big it was, and then I like took a map and dropped them around and like decided like so I had a whole radar system. I want to say it took like 10 to do the entire continent or something.
Really? Okay. So that's actually probably a good thing to do.
So it's a good project at some point, yeah. Once you've decided, like, I need more resources than this starting area has for me, like, then you want radar towers everywhere so you can officially decide, like, oh, that computer factory should go over there, and this thing should go over there, like, where it has those resources, you know? Because it's hard to keep it all in your head if you can't just see them on the map all the time.
So does it tell you, or does it give you, like, when you start to place it, does it tell you the range? Or do you just have to guess?
I can't remember. I think you guess, but as soon as you drop it and connect it to power, you'll see it. Like the fog of war will be revealed on your map. And I think if you hover over to the map, it'll show like a circle showing you the exact radius. So you can just sort of drop one and play with it. Like it wasn't too hard to set up relatively. Well, the hard part is they're a circle. So it will drive you crazy that you'll have these little areas in between your circles if you don't very inefficiently overlap them, and I didn't like inefficiently overlapping them, so I had annoying little things in between my circles.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that makes sense, because I was thinking, like, yeah, dropping one, obviously dropping one in the corner just to reveal this corner wouldn't be very good. I'd want to drop it farther out. Alright, I need to get my first... I wish, and I know you can do it with blueprints, obviously I can run back and set it with blueprint. I wish you could copy, like, multiple things at once rather than just copy one part.
Sure.
So I could drop, like, the fabricator and the belt in the merger that I have on this one setup. Just, like, 4 parts all at once without having to set up a blueprint.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah, it seems doable. I mean, it's the same as like when you mass delete and you like hold control to selectively turn certain things orange, exactly like that, but then like build instead of destroying that thing.
Yeah, let me do a multi-select copy.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they wouldn't do that.
Okay, so the output is toward
I wonder
the
if there's
center.
some aspect that I can
Input is toward the outside.
Getting the belts to connect, because I know that's like an issue of I can't remember if it was, I think maybe it was Matt was talking about it. He had issues of like thinking he had splitters and mergers connected to his belts, but he actually didn't. It was something about the way that he was building them where the belts weren't actually connecting into them. He was like putting the splitters sort of on top of the belt, but not actually connected to it. And it makes me wonder if they only work if they're literally you make the connection. Like maybe they don't have a way to have it connect without a human or something.
Yeah, I've run into that too, and usually it's when, like, so if I have a belt that's like up in the air, I can usually hook a merger or splitter to it pretty easy. It just shows blue and it's connected. But if it's close to the ground, it seems to give me a lot of trouble trying to connect it.
Yeah, I think it's because when it's on the ground, it's hard to tell if it's just dropping it on the ground with no connections, or if it's locking it to the belt and not caring where the ground is. But
exactly, yeah. So I've just gotten to the habit, if it's close to the ground, I just destroy the belt, drop the connector, and then feed it all back in. But if it's hovering in the air, then I'm fine. Alright, so this needs to be a merger, and this needs to be same height, merger.
We got a rifle.
Splitter.
Probably get two.
Yeah, no, I unlocked a bunch of tiers all at once, and I haven't built anything from them, which is, I know, bad, but... I'm just trying to get this stuff organized before I really start building a bunch of other crap and get distracted.
Okay, can I do one thing?
You can do whatever you want.
There's one here. It's an extra hand tool slot, so you can
go
like
for it.
scroll through some things, and it's just gunpowder and encased beams.
Yeah,
Which
yeah,
I think I can go.
should have plenty of stuff for that.
Yeah, I thought I remembered
Okay,
making some gunpowder.
this is going to be a merger. No, wait. This is going to be a splitter. Man, trying to remember this. This is going to make me set up for this stuff. Well, once I get the first one down, it's really not that challenging, though. Because then I just copy it and connect it. So we're going to want this to be making steel beams. And it needs 60 steel to make 15 per minute. All right. And we're lined up with this pipe. We are right there. Okay. We are lined up with what? Right in the middle of these two.
Is the only sulfur at the moment, is that over by your coal plants, I think?
I don't honestly know if I have...
Yeah, maybe I'm getting mixed up.
I know we found standalone sulfur. I don't know that I've found a sulfur node, but maybe...
For some reason I thought there was one over by coal that I set up a miner and we didn't use
You possibly did, because you made bombs. I didn't even make the bombs, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What does Nobles need?
Yeah.
So yeah, gunpowder. I must have made it, yeah. Okay, I'll go looking.
Alright, so we're going to set up a distribution line for steel. Ooh, this actually...
batteries over here.
Wait a minute. Steel pipe and steel beam go to the same side. They go to west. What'd you say? You got something not over there?
Oh, I was saying I saw you got batteries over here. I don't think those used to be here.
Wait, making batteries?
Maybe they're not called
having
batteries.
them available.
Like power storage or something.
Oh, yeah, I did start throwing some batteries over there just in case. I'm going to go make sure the pipe... Because the first thing we're going to start making is pipe and beams. Need to make sure pipe and beams are going to the same west side.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at the recipe. I remember now why I said I used to occasionally drop by my power storage and like drop a couple of them and then leave and come back. It was because I was too lazy to go and pick up the wires, and they take 100 wire each, so I only had whatever I fit in my storage, so I could only make like, I don't know, 4 or 5 or whatever of them, and then I would wait like 20 minutes for my dimensional storage to fill up with more wires.
And I did find, so stacking dimensional depots in like an array does not stack the amount that... It doesn't stack the total amount you have available, it stacks the upload speed.
Oh, gotcha. So whatever the capacity limit is, it's a hard capacity on each individual item.
Yes. So you can upgrade that obviously through the research.
Yeah.
But by using more, you're just increasing the upload speed, which in a sense does give you more. It just doesn't give you more at max. It just gives you more faster.
Yeah. Which could still be pretty useful for something you use a lot of, like foundations or steel beams or something.
So yeah, so doing it for concrete, doing it for wire, doing it for those things you use a lot of makes sense. Yeah.
Well, sort of. I mean, once you get to so many of them, it's almost more efficient to go spend the Mercer spheres to unlock a higher rate and just have the higher rate on everything without having to use more
Oh,
storage.
true. You still want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a break point though where it's like it would still be useful to do it manually if you only need 1 or 2 things faster. Okay, so I do have sulfur over here, and I set up a container. It's all full with sulfur. Do you need me to bring sulfur over for anything, or do I just take what I need?
I don't need it for anything right now, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna bring it right now. Yeah, just heads up, that little lake over here, the really, really tiny one that just has 1 extractor on it. There's a sulfur crate over here for you if you ever need it.
Oh, over there by coal. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember you did find it up there, kind of up on the...
Yeah, there's that one little lake just to the east of here. I wouldn't even call it a lake, it's like a pond or something.
I remember now.
Oh, I'm running by one of those little, I don't know what they called, like elephant tick thing or something. That reminds me, did that one that you blew up, did he ever come back?
No. And I don't know if I
Wow.
told you what Ada says. She's very disappointed.
Yeah. Didn't you say there was even one if you kill a second one?
Yeah, there was a second phrase if you kill the second. Yeah, another one. But yeah, she's like, I'm pretty sure he didn't deserve that. She's very judgy when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, for an AI that doesn't seem to care about mistreating us, it should care about the animals.
I know, right? Okay, so we have got this set up to do steel beam. We need to be bringing in 60 per minute steel ingots, which we need crap. Let's turn this around. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's still in the way. Well, we'll put it right above the door there. Okay, we need to bring steel ingots down here, which we don't currently have. And we are going to organize this stuff even better. Right now, it is a mess. The main goal is to get that thing up there organized, though. And then we'll organize what's back down here at our main factory. Alright, so we got iron shut off, we got concrete shut off. We don't need more concrete at the main central storage yet. Alright, so let's see. We are probably pushing out steel ingots from somewhere more than we need. Okay, one of these guys is pushing out steel beams. This guy. What we're gonna do is we're going to take this apart. Wait a minute. Why did I have that working? Oh, because I was siphoning off some. Oh, wait. Oh, shh. Yeah. This is the one that I was doing. Alright. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up... Hold on. Let's set up a... We need to set up a constructor real quick, because I need to look at the map here. Okay, for steel beams, we need 60 per minute. And for steel pipe, we need 30 per minute. We need a total of 90 to start with. And I think these guys output 45. 45, alright. Alright, so we're going to set up 3 of these.
Tool belt expanded. I compounded sulfur's tristatic
Sweet.
atom matrix into a quadrimensional gate vortex.
I got
You can now carry more stuff.
5 of them now.
Yeah, I noticed I had an empty one on me before I even got the 5th one, so you must have gotten one more as well.
Yeah, I must have unlocked one and didn't even realize it. Alright, we're going to hook up 3 of these.
That's pretty handy. I think I have basically everything on me now, except for the chainsaw. Chainsaw much more. Okay, well I feel accomplished. I came in and researched one thing. I'll leave you to do the stuff.
Right on. Alright, so now we need to... We're going to go ahead and hook this up to this and this. We're going to say iron, steel. Now we need 2 splitters. This is not how we're going to hook this up initially, but I just need to get things going. If this is right. Okay, so we need this to go into here. And we need 1 to go into here. And 1 to go into here. Okay. We need this. Oop. Coal. Why is this not wanting to connect to that thing? And this needs to make steel. And this needs to make steel. Okay, now we've got this guy right here. Is this guy centrally located? Kind of. Okay, so we need a merger very close to this guy. You are going to come in this side. And you are going to come in this side. And you are going to come this side. Okay. So now we are going to run this guy down here and this way. Oh, what a freaking mess. And I'm going to need to go get some more steel. steel here in a second. Like right now. Let's go get some more steel beams. And once we get this hooked up, that's probably going to be the end of the episode. The end of tonight, because I have to work early in the morning. And we need to get this outputting not only steel pipe, but steel beam. Because I just cut off all of my steel pipe and steel beam production for central storage. What a gnarly mess this is gonna be. Okay, why is it so? Oh, it's saying I can't do this because belt's too long. Gosh darn it. Let's just do this. So we're going to be right under here. Right through here. All the way across the back. Into here. Okay, this is gonna start outputting something. There comes the steel. Well, I could probably get the, and we're outputting what? Steel beams. Okay. So directly opposite this, we're gonna drop another constructor. Input, output. I'll go that way with it. Is that what I did for the other one? Is that how far apart I had them? I don't know. How can I run all the way over here and leave that thing just waiting? Let's see. I had it. Yeah, one from the edge. And for now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the splitter inside here. That's not going to be our normal setup, like so. But we're going to do a splitter here. And we're going to do a splitter here. We're going to hook it up like that. And we're going to make this do steel pipe. And we're going to do a logistics, doop. This gets a merger. Okay, now that way, which is in line with this. So right here, Same place. Pipe. Okay. And we have steel coming in. We do have steel coming in. And then this one is going to come down. And now we are going to hook this into here. So go out to the same. There we are. There is steel pipe and steel beam running out to our factory. So we've got our first baseline steel products now migrated into here. Similar to our iron, we've got our two baseline iron products coming out, and then some more complicated iron products coming out. Yeah, they're almost mirrors of each other in a sense. This is the part we need to figure out. We need to elevate this because I want to be able to walk under all of this. I don't like the way this looks, so we're going to have to reorganize some of these distribution channels. But at least we got the main build going in here. Then we're going to go up with more complicated steel builds, slowly repurposing or dismantling everything that comes out of that factory is going to move into here. To feed central storage and to feed the other factories. So this is our main factory. I had some other ideas for what I wanted to do here, but I haven't decided if I wanted to do. I wanted to do something like, see if I can figure it out, like this up here. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work the way I thought because this thing is longer. Yeah. It's clipping weird, so we're not going to worry about that. We do need a sign above the door at some point when we're manufacturing. We got a lot of other parts to manufacture, mainly the disk drive things and all this other stuff. So once we get everything moved into here, then we'll start figuring out what the other factories produce and synergizing sort of what parts go into what to do all that. So. But with the time, I think that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate you. I'll see you guys all again soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.